Donald Trump was at the New Hampshire Freedom Summit talking politics to an almost 100% white audience, no surprise. And he decided to really go after immigrants. Listen.
Everyone's beating us. Everybody's taking our jobs. By the way, Mexico, name you don't hear too much, right? You don't hear Mexico, oh, Mexico. Mexico is just beating us so badly. They're taking tremendous number of jobs out of this country. And this is going to be a big problem because in the next 4 or 5 years, another prediction, you will see Mexico just draining us for jobs, just draining us. Now, a lot of problems with immigration, but either you have a country or you don't. I mean, it's very simple. You either have a country or you don't have a country. If people... Now, you have to come up with a humane solution to people that have been here for many years and they've raised their children and all that, and they're productive people. But we have a lot of unproductive people that are bad people, and we got to get them the hell out. We have to...
Unproductive, bad people that you need to get out. How do you define who's unproductive and who's bad? What does that mean? What, any immigrant who doesn't have a job you kick out? Is that what you mean? Would you round them up and ship them on out? Wow, that would seem to be the opposite of humane. I love how this is... Republicans do this all the time. We really need to be humane, which is why you need to kick out unproductive, bad people. Again, how do you define that, number one? Number two, that's humane? Humane is kicking people out? But, I mean, when we talk about the issue of immigration, it's not even worth having a discussion, really, because we're dealing with people who don't see the irony in the fact that they're not Native American. There's this great video that went viral online of this Native American guy walking with his kid or something, standing in front of this, anti-immigration protest. A bunch of white people doing an anti-immigration protest. And this guy was furious, and rightfully so. He's like, we didn't invite you, bitch! What are you doing in my country? How about you get out? How do you like that? Get out! You're illegal immigrants. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're going to talk about anti-immigration? Look at you. You got white skin, son. You're not a Native American. What are you doing? And he's right. Anybody who talks about the issue of immigration, unless they're a Native American, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Close the border completely, man. Don't let anybody in. Round up everybody, ship them out. Okay, well, ship your ass out too, bitch. Well, you've been here a little bit longer, a blink of an eye in the history of the world, and you think you have a right to this land and they don't? Please, spare me. I mean, it's just clownish how the right wants to deal with it, and I love how this is Trump's wisdom. You either have a country or you don't. They clap for that. What does that even mean? Right, you either have a country or you don't. I don't know what that means, but I'm a clap for it. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, a fucking guy who, every single political issue he's in favor of would go against all those middle-class people in the room, but they're clapping for him. Like fucking seals. Me likey getting ripped off. And then, last thing I'll say on this. When he talked about Mexico at the beginning. Mexico is taking our jobs. Oh my God, who could have seen this coming? Every single progressive saw this coming. Every single liberal saw this coming. Everybody who opposed NAFTA, we all saw this coming. And I love how he's mad that Mexico is taking our jobs, but he's a guy who benefits from free trade. And free trade is the reason why Mexico is taking our jobs. He has his ties and his shirts for his company, one of his companies made in China, So what are you talking about? Middle-class American jobs, big guy? Our jobs being shipped overseas? Right. You're shipping our jobs overseas, you douche. Look, we actually care about the issue of NAFTA and GATT and the WTO and the Trans-Pacific Partnership and all these free trade deals that are just outsourcing deals that really do get rid of middle-class jobs. For you to talk about it like you care about it, you were fucking cheerleading for free trade. You cheerlead for all these things that help the business owners and the billionaires, help you get rich and screw over the middle class. Now all of a sudden you're arguing against it? Okay, well then close up shop for all of your overseas business deals and bring the jobs back here and pay everybody a living wage and give them benefits. Do that, and then you'll make sense when you make these points. Oh, what's that, Donald? Oh, you don't want to do that. Oh, you're all talk. Oh, that's funny.